Hi everyone, I'm Claire.
And I'm John.
And today we're talking about how US states are suing President Biden over student debt.
The US again.
America again. And this issue again. I'm like, did we have this article before? Yeah. So I checked it out online, and actually, yes, this is not the first time Biden has been sued over this exact issue. But it's slightly different this time, I promise. And yes, it is happening all over again. But why? We will save that for part 2 of the video. But obviously, this is concerning student debt, so let's start with that as our warm-up discussion. John, do you know, on average, how much does a 4-year college degree cost in South Korea?
I actually don't know, but I have heard from many students kind of the general area where it is, and it is definitely not as much as the US. Yeah, student debt or student cost for a 4-year degree does seem to be at a good amount here, I think. I wouldn't call it too expensive or too cheap.
Yeah, reasonable. So just out of interest, how much
on average, by the way,
is it in the US on average?
Yeah, it was hanging around 30,000 not too long ago, which is, which actually seems low because a lot of people you might talk to have gone to schools that are at a higher level, but there's obviously many schools at a much lower level. So even if you're looking at averages, you can't really take that into consideration when going to school in the U.S. It's school by school and really state by state. Going to California, it's not going to be 30,000.
I see, yes. Do you think, I guess you kind of already answered this second one, but I'll ask it just in case. Do you think the cost of college education is reasonable in South Korea?
It seems to be. Obviously, education in Korea is a very important point. And I believe the higher cost of education in Korea comes in the high school area with all the extracurricular classes that people take, or tutoring or stuff like that, or, I don't know, pagoda as an adult. And so because of that, costs skyrocket, but the cost of just going to school seems to be reasonable. To this American.
I get the feeling that most Koreans, if they can, if at all possible, they will stay with their parents while attending college. But that is, well, at least in my era in the UK, that wasn't that common.
No.
How about in the US? Do people normally stay at home?
They don't want to, and it's not. It's the stereotype is to leave home for sure. Yeah. Now there's plenty of people that could have to stay at home, right? I stayed at home and I never told anyone as much as I could. It was an embarrassment.
Yeah, culturally speaking,
it's an embarrassment. Yeah.
Yes. So yes, there we've got a few ballpark figures, a bit of a basic idea about the kind of money people are spending on student loans. So let's find out why President Biden has got into trouble over this yet again. See you in part 2.
Behave yourself, Biden.
U.S. states sue Biden over student debt. 7 Republican-led states filed a lawsuit against President Biden's student debt forgiveness plan, claiming the Department of Education is prematurely canceling loans before finalizing rules. The lawsuit challenges the authority to cancel billions in student loans for over 27 million borrowers. The states previously blocked 2 similar attempts at debt relief. The Department of Education has already approved $169 billion in debt forgiveness for nearly 5 million borrowers, but is now facing this new legal battle.